Hey beautiful! Welcome back to my tarot channel. If this is your first time here, I'm Roya. I'm an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. Now my dear, I hope you're having an amazing day and everything is going fine with you. If today is not the best day, I'm sending you tons and tons and tons of positive energy, and I hope everything will be well soon. Now guys, today I'm back with another pick a card reading, and today's pick a card reading is all about your future self. To be more specific, important messages from your future self. What do they want you to know? So this is a very important and very special reading. Let's look into what your future self has to share with you, what you need to know. And let's start straight away. As always, my dear, I have 3 piles that you can choose from, and today I have only cards nor crystals. So this is pile 1 with the abundance card, this is pile 2 with the focus card, and this is pile 3 with the discernment card. As always, my dear, please feel free to pause the video, or you can also meditate on the cards if you feel like you need a little bit more time to choose. You will find all the timestamps in the description box, but of course also in the comment section. And as always, my dear, if you're interested or curious in a personal reading with me and you would like to get further information regarding one, as always, you can feel free to email me. Lastly, my dear, please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything may resonate with you. But having said that, let's begin. Hey pile 1, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see what important messages do we have for you from your future self. What do they want you to know? Let's start straight away for my beautiful pile 1. First of all, before I start, you got the abundance card, right? And for some reason, I feel like there is a message in the abundance card. I really feel like, my dear pal 1, like I'm hearing vibration is rising. Because the abundance, like when we think of abundance energy, it is high vibrational energy. And I feel like something is gonna maybe happen in your life in which your circumstance, your environment, it's gonna become, I'm hearing, much more positive, or this can also be you. I see you raising your vibration here. And through raising your vibration, I'm hearing very, very clearly, it will be much easier for you to attract what you want. That's very interesting. But let's start with the tarot first. Okay. The first card we have is the Queen of Swords. Only 1 card, please, for my beautiful pile. Oh my goodness. Too many. For my beautiful pile 1. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. 6 of Pentacles. 1 card fell. We have the 10 of Swords. Important messages from your future self. Let me see. 1 card fell. Where is it? Okay, it's under my table. I can't reach it, but I've seen it. It's the World card. Let me see. Can I get it? I'm so sorry, you guys. Let me see. No, I'm not reaching it, but I'm gonna keep in mind that we got the World card. Let's continue, okay? The 6 of Cups. This happens sometimes. The Knight of Swords. Let me see. for my beautiful pile 1, important messages from your future self. All right. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Oh. And we have the Hermit card. And the World card, right? Let's keep that in mind as well. At the back of the deck, we have the Page of Wands. All right, so for my beautiful pile 1, what does your future self want to share with you? What important messages do they have for you? First of all, I'm hearing you're safe. I'm hearing you're safe. Everything will work out. I don't know whether some of you guys are struggling with something, or maybe you have some kind of worry on your mind, but this was the first message, and it was really like a direct message. It had nothing to do with the cards. This is something I'm receiving here. They want you to know that something you may right now worry about, it will work out, okay? I'm hearing don't worry about it. Don't allow it to take your energy away. Don't allow the negative worries to drain you, because your energy needs to be somewhere else. That's something I heard, okay? What I'm seeing here, your future self wanting to share with you, my dear, is that definitely one thing I'm seeing your future self emphasizing here is that you will indeed, it doesn't surprise me, the message, yeah. What I said, you will indeed raise your vibration, and I feel like you will move away a little bit from, you know, sometimes in our day-to-day life, we're just in this survival mode. Like, we're just doing what is necessarily, we meet the deadlines, we just do whatever we have to do. But sometimes the fun comes short, or maybe we really doing something just for ourselves. It may sometimes come short, right? And what I'm seeing here coming through is that your future self is showing me that make time for yourself. Make more time for yourself. I see you doing that, definitely. I feel like some of you guys could actually start doing something creative, or some kind of hobby, or put your energy into something that really fulfills you. Something you're passionate about with the Page of Wands. Something that makes you look at the Page of Wands and the body language here. I don't know why. Like, I know she probably threw this, you know, and she's trying to catch it, but for some reason it also looks like she's dancing. So your future self is showing me that it is very, very important for you to start emerging into something that makes you feel this way, that makes you feel uplifted like that, because it will influence you overall very, very well. And you know, it is important because I also see you through that maybe getting some kind of opportunity coming your way. So you may, for example, if some of you guys, you want to start a certain hobby, you may through that hobby actually meet someone who's going to be very, I'm hearing, beneficial. Your future self wants you to know that they are at a place right now, okay, in which they have left something behind. Something very crucial. Your future self has brought an ending to an area of your life which made them feel much like more free. And I feel like this ending that I'm seeing here is something internal. Your future self wants you to know that those negative thoughts, those negative patterns that you may have, they're not gonna always be there. You deserve so much more. And your future self, they want you also right now to reflect and see whether there are certain patterns you have, or limiting beliefs that are holding you back from your greatest version. Because your future spouse, did I say future spouse? I've done a lot of future spouse readings lately. Your future self, your future self, my dear, they are at a time, or at a place, excuse me, they are at a place in which they feel so fulfilled. And this is something they've created for themselves. And very importantly, I'm seeing chains. The chains that your future self could have been on, like trapped in, they have cut through them. And your future self is inviting you to do the same today. To look at yourself and reflect what parts of you maybe need to be released. If, for example, some of you guys sometimes tend to have self-limiting beliefs or negative affirmations when it comes to yourself, I'm hearing your future self saying, let go of the crap. That's literally what came through. Let go of the crap. Yeah, because it's exactly that. It's crap. I know when we hear something enough, we think that it's reality, right? Like a lot of messages we may have heard from our environment, which made us feel a little bit maybe limited. It becomes reality because we believe in those, because we have heard them often enough. But your future self is coming through here trying to tell you no. You deserve so much more. You can have so much more. Allow your potential to come through. So some of you guys, you may have to reflect on that. Another thing I would like to tell you guys here is that your future self is at a very good place financially. I'm seeing them being very independent and very secure. For some reason, they want you to know that. So maybe there is a reason. Maybe some of you guys, you came into this reading to check on that. Let me get you guys some oracle cards. There's also a little advice coming through here when it comes to your future self. And they want you to look at your boundaries. For some reason, someone may need to put up better boundaries. Okay? We have release control and see the bigger picture. I don't know why when I saw release control, I heard trust. Because very often when people feel like they need to control something, they lack trust in it. So, and this is connected to you. I feel like for some of you guys, you need to trust yourself more. You need to trust yourself more because the word big, yeah. I feel like you don't even know how big you can make it. But because of a lot of experiences from the past or just, you know, beliefs, you may feel like you can't or you won't make it. And your future self is definitely coming through here today with a lot of motivation for you to have more trust in yourself, for you to believe in yourself more, and to understand that you're not seeing the bigger picture, like you're not seeing all of it yet. You're not seeing what you're capable of. And just because you're not seeing it doesn't mean that it's not there, but it's important to believe in it, to trust in it. Because when we go through life believing or trusting in something we're capable of doing, we're doing it in a complete different way as for in comparison if we don't believe ourselves, right? And I feel like, my dear pal one, it's almost like you may sometimes hold yourself back from a lot of greatness you can achieve. So if you take one message out of this reading today, it is believe in yourself, trust in yourself. Because I see your future self at a place in their life where they, feel so fulfilled, and this is actually a place you want to be. And you're going towards it. You're on the path towards it. But what's very important is that you trust and believe in yourself first. All right? This is going to be a deal changer, literally. So, my beautiful pal one, this is all I have for you for today. This was a very short reading. I'm not receiving any more messages. As always, my dear, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you and for allowing me to connect with your wonderful energy. If you haven't, I also invite you to subscribe and don't forget to hit the notification bell because otherwise you may not get notified when I upload any pick a card or candle wax reading. Also, my dear, if you're interested or curious in a personal reading with me and you would like to get further information regarding one, as always, you can feel free to email me. And if you would also like to connect with me more on Instagram, of course, I invite you there as well. My beautiful pal one, take care, my love. Hey, pal two, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see what messages does your future self have for you. First of all, my dear, I would like to say something about this card. When I got this card here for you guys, the first thing which almost catched like me right from the beginning was this butterfly. And butterflies can of course signify rebirth, transformation, and for some reason I feel like this could be something which is coming towards you in the next phase of your life. But let's start with the reading now. Let's see. For my beautiful pile 2, what important messages do we have for you from your future self? The first card we have is the 6 of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, the Judgment, my goodness, the Page of Pentacles. Few cards fell. Let me get them. Okay. All right. What is this card? Oh, no, the cards fell. We have the Magician. Okay. You guys give me a second. Okay. Threw all the cards down. So maybe I need a bigger table. Let's see. Oh, we have the Devil. All right. The High Priestess. All right, okay. And we got the 4 of Wands. So, for my beautiful pile 2. Excuse the cut, my dear. I was interrupted. I had to stop for a second. Now, the first thing I'm seeing here for you guys is that your future self is showing me that they are in a very safe place. Now, let me explain what I mean. I feel like your future self is at a place, like location-wise, in which they feel like they've arrived. And I'm hearing this very clearly. I'm hearing I have arrived. Maybe some of you guys, no matter where you are right now, you may sometimes have this desire to be somewhere where you feel safe, secure. It can even be connected to your home. Just feeling so comfortable with where you are, just feeling like you have arrived, you have a home, you have a safe space for you, a safe place for you. And for some reason, this is being emphasized here. Now, maybe that's a desire some of you guys literally have. Maybe you would one day have your own apartment, your own home, your own house. And, you know, I'm literally seeing like this warm energy. You know, sometimes when we are a guest at someone's home and their home has just this very friendly, very warm and comfortable energy about it, and we instantly feel even home at this place, even if we're just guests. This is the kind of energy I'm receiving here. For some reason, your future self is showing me that, or is telling me to tell you guys that they are having that. They're having a place for themselves which they call home, which they feel like they've arrived. And I see so much of your character and of your yeah, just likes in this space. Some of you guys may love to, you know, like you may be into decor and just you know, designing your house and stuff like that, like color wise and decor wise and stuff like that. And I really feel like this is like such a wholesome message, or this is like such a comforting message. Your future self, they want you to know that they have, yeah, they have received, not received, but they have gotten this now. And they want you to know that that's something which is coming for you. So even if you feel like right now you're not there, you don't feel like you have arrived, or you don't feel like, okay, this is really the place that I feel like is for me, or the place that I feel like I have like I can put myself into, my heart, my ideas and stuff like that. Know that your future self, they have this. It is coming for you. Just because you don't have it right now doesn't mean you will never have it. There is a huge significance around the home energy. And I literally see your future self being super happy. I'm hearing loud music and someone dancing, but alone. Someone is alone in a room with music dancing around. And once again, I have to say how beautifully everything is decorated. Like, wow. Like the colors, they're so matching. I'm even seeing a very cute pillow. This is so random, you guys, but this is a very important message, because maybe it's not so much about the home, maybe it's about the feeling, okay? The safety. Being safe somewhere, feeling like you have arrived, you're comfortable, you have the sacred space. This is something which your future self has, and they want you to know that it's coming for you. I also would like to talk about the fact that I really feel like your future self here is career-wise very successful. Like they're doing something they love, and I'm seeing them being very secure, like very satisfied with where they are here. Also, for some of you guys, you could have done some training or worked on your skills, because I see that your future self has some skills some of you guys may not have right now. So you may with time work on certain skills, and those skills will actually help you to also go to the next level when it comes to your career. Also, I'm seeing a person coming through here. So your future self wants you to know that they're they are in a relationship. Excuse me. And I'm seeing in a very serious relationship. Okay, now I'm understanding it maybe a little bit better. This home I've talked about, it could actually literally be a home with someone. And the Four of Wands literally, for example, can also emphasize marriage. So for some of you guys, you may actually, this could be a very serious committed relationship you're having here. And you know, this kind of reading I'm doing right now, when it comes to important messages from your future self, I'm really allowing your future self to just give through any messages which may be important for you at this time. And I feel like for some of you guys, for some reason, this love message is also very important. I see your future self here with someone. And in fact, I feel like, this is something I'm intuitively receiving, that your future spouse, I said future spouse. Your future self, they are in love okay? They are in love here. And maybe this home I've talked about is actually something you create with someone else. Maybe that's also a reason why you feel like you have arrived. Maybe you have found your person who you can have this home with. But that's a message I feel like I need to emphasize here because it's very important. This person could even be a very significant partner for you, okay? Like, for example, the Six of Cups can literally symbolize even like soulmate connections, but that's just something I'm putting out there now, so take it how it resonates. Another thing, your future self wants you to know that there is something, my dear, you could have struggled with. For example, some kind of a addiction or some kind of a negative shadow side of you, okay? Because we all have the shadow side as well. We have our light side and our shadow side. That's what the duality is all about. We have both energies within us. And even though we may prefer to, you know, or we identify, better to say, more so with one part, the other part is still a part of us. Even if we sometimes may feel very uncomfortable looking at it, it is still there. And I mean, if we think about the shadow self, when a lot of people do shadow work, it's something very, very uncomfortable because you have to look into certain parts of yourself which, well, you may want to avoid because you may not be very proud of it, or it's just very difficult to deal with it, but it's still there, you know, even if you close your eyes, it is still there. And very important, it is so important to deal with it so we can work it out, right? Or we can do the necessary shadow work which is needed. And I see that your future self here has overcome something very, very important. It could be, as I said, I can't talk. It could be an addiction, or it could be literally someone, a person. Maybe you have, okay, your future self could have released or broke up with someone who was not good for them. And I feel like it has taught them so much, so much, especially when it comes to putting themselves first. And this is their message for you. Your future self wants you to put yourself first. Maybe you're sometimes someone who is very busy and, you know, you may do a lot for other people, but when it comes to you, you may sometimes come short. And I feel like if that resonates with you, it is even more important to really, listen to this message to make sure, prioritize yourself. Prioritize your happiness, because if you don't prioritize your happiness, no one else will. And I feel like a big reason why your future self is so fulfilled and so happy is because they have prioritized themselves, and they want you to do the same thing, okay? Today. They want you to prioritize yourself today. And this can, you know, if it's a little bit difficult for you for some reason, I'm hearing little steps. Little steps. Start with little things. If you can't, you know, do big things, then start with the little things and just allow yourself, because even though something may be little, it's still better than not doing it at all. And I see some of you guys maybe taking a few minutes out of your day to, you know, do something good for yourself, or maybe saying no more to have more time for yourself. It could be anything, but the message in here is very clear. Say more yes towards yourself, okay? And your future self also wants you to know that, my dear, your intuition is or will become more and more important. I feel like a lot of you guys will make your spiritual journey a priority in the future, and you have even no idea how deep you will dive into it. And what I find so interesting about this is, yeah, you have no idea. You have no idea. Your spiritual journey will be one of the most important areas of your life, and there is so much that you will discover, not only about yourself, but also when we talk about like yeah, I'm hearing spiritual gifts, especially like your intuition. I see that your future self is guided more so from her, or okay, I said her. Maybe a lot of you watching, you identify as that, but whatever it may be, I don't want to focus on this. This is just energy. I really feel like this future self of yours, they are definitely allowing themselves to be guided by their intuition more and more. This could be something that you right now are resisting, which is your right. I mean, you have free will, you can do whatever you want. But I see your future self doing it like more and more. This is something they chose. Let's get you guys some oracle cards now for my beautiful pile 2. What does your future self want to tell you? What do you need to know? But definitely, my dear, your intuition, yeah, it's getting more and more important for you. Like, how should I say it? Like, of course, we all have this intuitive knowing. But as I said, sometimes we may choose not to follow it or not to listen to it. But your future self is at a time or at a place in their life in which they choose and they allow themselves to be guided by it. We have lighten up. And we have open up to change, yeah. So with the lighten up card being here, this is a very encouraging card. This is a very motivating card and also very hopeful. So your future self wants you to stay hopeful when it comes to maybe a very specific area in your life. However, I don't see anything specific, but this is like, go with your intuition. If you have been not hopeful regarding something in your life lately, then this could be a message regarding that. They may want to tell you that whatever it is, maybe your love life, maybe certain dream you have, whatever it may be, they want you to stay hopeful regarding it. Also, remember when I told you guys with the butterfly stands for transformation, rebirth. Transformation is change as well, and we have opened up to change. So yeah, definitely, I feel like the next phase in your life, my dear, that's definitely a confirmation. You have some changes coming your way. However, there are positive ones, and maybe those changes have something to do with this hopeful energy. So you're having, yeah, I feel like something maybe you have tried to manifest. It's coming through here. And your future self wants you to stay hopeful regarding it. And the change is coming, okay? So, my beautiful pal 2, this is all I have for you for today. As always, my dear, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. If you haven't, I invite you to subscribe to the channel, and if you subscribe, don't forget to hit the bell, because otherwise you may not get notified when I upload and you pick a card or candle wax reading. Also, my dear, as always, if you're curious for a personal reading, you can email me, and if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, of course I invite you there as well. My beautiful pal 2, take care, my love. Hey pal 3, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see, what important messages do we have for you from your future self? What do you need to know? Let's start straight away for my beautiful pile 3. Let's see. All right. What important messages do we have for you? The first card we have is the 8 of Cups. The Queen of Cups. Oh my goodness. We have the Empress and the 2 of Cups. All right. Page of Wands. One card fell. We have the 5 of Wands. Okay, I'm already getting a very, very important message coming through here. But let me first get your whole spread. 3 of Wands and one last card. Okay, and the King of Cups. A lot of Cups and Wands energy here. That's interesting. Yeah, and at the back, Wands energy again, we have the Knight of Wands. So for my beautiful pal 3, what do you need to know? What does your future self want to tell you? Let me start with this. I see that your future self... Okay, let me put it that way. Your future self has connected with a lot of people who are very, very significant, okay? It's interesting how yesterday I recorded a reading, or was it 2 days ago? Like this week, I recorded a reading in which this message came through, and now we have it coming through as well. So definitely this could be a yeah, a confirmation for someone, but I really feel like your future self has connected with a lot of people from their soul tribe, like from their soul family. I'm seeing your future self being in such a loving environment, like environment in which people have heart-to-heart connections. There is no other way to say it. It is so nurturing, so loving, so compassionate. It's an energy that I feel like some of you guys, you couldn't, like maybe you have never been in these kind of environments in which you had a connection like this, because this is literally like another level. Your future self feels emotionally so fulfilled and so safe. I heard safe as well. Maybe some of you guys, you think that, you know, or maybe you have experienced that sometimes when you opened yourself up emotionally, or when you became vulnerable, that people took advantage of that, or they hurt you. And your future self here, definitely, they are not thinking about getting hurt when it comes to emotions, because they don't have those kind of people around. This is something which is sacred. There is no other way to say it. Connections which are sacred. Wow. This is a blessing, okay? Your future self is blessed because genuine connections, genuine friendships. I'm even seeing a love interest here, okay? Someone who could be part of your soul family. I see your future self being with them, and it's interesting how I'm seeing the counterparts coming through here as well, the Queen and the King of Cups here. So you could actually be with someone in a relationship here who is very compatible to you. And you guys could have a lot of similar values or a similar outlook when it comes to life. This person, whoever they are, they're also very emotionally mature, just like you. And like, you guys are emotionally connecting here beautifully. There is no doubt about that. They honor your feelings and they honor their own feelings as well. Yeah, this is a very significant person, a very significant love interest. Also, for some of you guys, I see that your future self could have actually ended something which just wasn't really their thing. So for example, maybe your future self was doing something career-wise or when it comes to their job, which just doesn't, yeah, it didn't fulfill them really. And they chose to leave it behind and go for something which makes them more excited or more passionate, something maybe even creative. For some of you guys, doesn't have to be necessarily creative, but it could be for some of you guys. And just generally speaking, like, your future self here is not allowing any drama in their life. This is a drama-free energy. Like, you know, the Five of Wands, it's this fighting, arguing, competition, just a lot of drama, like literally. And I really feel like your future self has distanced themselves from that. Maybe some of you guys, you have this energy around you at times, but your future self doesn't tolerate it anymore. Your future self doesn't just want to give their attention to those things or to allow people to bring that into their life either. Definitely not. Your future self has a no BS policy here, okay? Like, there's no other way to say it. And this has allowed your future self to be so much more balanced because they are not just welcoming any energy in. They're very selective when it comes to who they allow into their life. And especially because your future self here has an incredible team, okay, of, yeah, I said team. An incredible team or circle of incredible people, heart-to-heart connections. They're not going to allow negative people to also find their way through it. No. They're closing the door behind those people and just allowing good people to be in their life, to be a part of their life. Maybe for some of you guys, like, this could be a suggestion for you as well, to make sure that, or to be aware of what kind of energies it is that you allow into your life, okay? To not just keep the door open for everyone to enter, but for, yeah, but for you to question who actually allows to come through. Who's worthy of coming through. And when I say worthy, I don't mean in the sense that someone is better than someone else, but more so when it comes to what intention someone has. If someone is coming towards you with bad intentions, absolutely not. They're not worthy of having you in their life because their energy is not good and you deserve so much more. You deserve good energy and not bad energy like that, or people who have bad intentions towards you. And this is something your future self doesn't joke around with. I also see for you, my dear pile 3, for some of you guys, you could have manifested something into your life, which could have been related to your physical body. Okay, that's something I'm seeing here. Also, another manifestation which has something to do with a certain lifestyle. Maybe some of you guys are trying to manifest a very specific lifestyle for yourself. You are a great manifester, pal 3. This is something I want to emphasize here, okay? You are a great manifester. This is all I'm getting from the cards. Let's get you guys some oracle cards. This is probably going to be a shorter reading because I know why. I feel like like we are getting messages, of course, but for some reason it feels like not a lot. It feels like just a few, because that's all you're meant to know, or that's all you need to know. Like your future self is not coming through with more messages than that. That's the best way to say. Yeah, focus on the positive. Like, what am I saying the whole time? Your future self doesn't tolerate any negativity. They focus on the right energy, they focus on the positive. And if someone wants to enter their life who is focusing on the negative, like the complete opposite, they are not allowed in. And this could be something that a lot of you guys also with take a reality check. Like, look at your life right now. Check yourself, like reflect on yourself, reflect on your life, and see, do you have energies around you which are supporting you, which are helping you towards becoming your greatest version, who are bringing the best out of you, and who are good for you and your well-being? Or do you have some energies around which are the complete opposite, which are toxic or not good for you, not good for your well-being, maybe even bring you out of your balance, or make you feel a lot of negative and like emotions such as fear, and all the emotions that come from fear or negativity? Your future self doesn't want you to tolerate this anymore. And you guys, if I had to explain the kind of energy your future self is coming through with, it is fierce, it is empowered, it is super strong. Probably from all the piles we have received, this is the strongest energy. Like, your future self is so confident in who they are, and your future self, they know what they want in life, they know who they are, and what doesn't resonate with that is out the door. And I feel like this is something that they also want to share with you. For some of you guys, you could have also been drawn to another pal, because this message I actually also received, I think, in another one. However, I don't remember which one it was. So if you feel drawn to another one, feel free to watch it. If not, then as always, just stick with this one here. But I really feel like your future self has a lifestyle which they have manifested. Maybe it is regarding the location where this person lives, or whether it's or maybe it is about, I know, certain financial security or love life, right? We also got the love life coming through. But manifestation is very strong here. And definitely, you guys, focus on what you want and not on what you don't want, because you're very powerful. You can manifest also what you don't want if you concentrate on it. Like, there's no doubt about that. So be very mindful when it comes to where you put your attention to. This is the best message, okay? Like, not the best, the most important message. Be mindful of where you put your attention into, because it's gonna materialize, and you are a manifestation master, okay? Like, you're very, very powerful, especially when I'm looking into the future. You're gonna, yeah, become better and better at it. So, my beautiful pal 3, this is all I have for you for today. I invite you to subscribe, my dear, if you haven't. And if you subscribe, make sure to hit the notification bell so you get notified when I upload any pick a card or candle wax reading. Also, my dear, as always, if you're interested in a personal reading with me, you can feel free to email me. And if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, I also invite you there as well. My beautiful pal 3, take care, my love.